The largest ever study of school cell phone bans has just been published, and the results on what it means for students and teachers, they're mixed.
Andrew Rowan is live for us in Cheshire. We'll get to all that in a moment. First, Andrew, we just found out it looks like a bill that would ban cell phones in school districts statewide will not move forward in the Senate, even though the House passed it.
That's right. That's according to new reporting from our political reporter, Mike Savino. Cheshire's superintendent says that's actually welcome news to him. Here at the high school, they do not have a bell-to-bell ban on cell phones. He says that's what the state law would have mandated, but he says the policy that they do have against cell phones in place is working.
Walking down the hallway, what do you see?
I see kids looking up and engaging with other people in the hallway.
Since Cheshire Public Schools increased enforcement of no phones except in limited circumstances, Superintendent Dr. Jeff Solon says the benefits are evident.
That is rewarding for me to see, the joy that our kids have about coming to school and connecting with one another.
New research from the National Bureau of Economic Research studied 4,600 schools that use lockable pouches. The key findings: phone pouches reduced phone use nearly 80%, discipline worsened at first and then improved, likely indicating schools took enforcement seriously. Student well-being dipped, but then it rebounded, turning positive by the second year. But academic gains were minimal overall, with standardized test scores closer to zero change, and attendance, attention, and bullying were largely unaffected.
Many of these bans have been in place maybe 3 years max, and I don't think that's really a significant enough time.
Jocelyn Delancey with the Connecticut Education Association says success needs to be measured with factors like engagement, attention spans, and self-esteem.
We focus a lot on standardized testing for our students' success, but I know that that doesn't really measure holistically our kids.
The Connecticut Educators Association supports a bill requiring a bell-to-bell ban of cell phones on school grounds.
If that doesn't go through this session, we can do this without the law. We need to see our boards of ed enacting policies that do the right thing.
It's a really mixed bag.
Fran Rabinowitz represents Connecticut public school superintendents. She says some superintendents wanted the law
because they have not been able, with their boards, to move anything forward.
Now, Fran is saying other superintendents are on the other side of the fence. They're saying the policies that they have are working and they didn't want a state mandate. Cheshire would fall into that category. The superintendent here told me that, yes, outcomes like learning outcomes are really important, but another metric that may not be as measurable are the types of conversations he's having with students who are telling him that they are having deeper and more meaningful connections with their peers and with adults inside school. Live in Cheshire, Andrew Rowan, NBC Connecticut News.